Hi everybody and welcome back. In the last lecture we got a nice simple introduction to strings and we're going to continue to build on that introduction throughout the next few lectures. So in this lecture we're going to be talking about concatenating strings. Now, if you're anything like me, you have to Google what concatenate means. And if you did, you're not alone because when I first started learning programming languages, so did I. So let's just take a quick look at what concatenation means. Concatenate means to link things in a chain or series. Put simply, it means to combine things. And that's what we're going to be doing in this example. We are going to be combining strings. Ah, I hear you say, but why can't I just type in a full sentence or string of characters? Well, that's a good question, and let's take a look, starting with our previous example. So we enter in our variable, and we enter in the name. So you can put in your own name here. Okay, so we have a string, and the string is my name, Tony Staunton. But what happens if I want to output to my program my first name or my last name? We might be working with a piece of software where it says, hi, your first name, so hi Tony, welcome back. Or you might be writing an email template and it might be dear Mr. and then your last name. We can't really do that here because this is all one string, and Python doesn't know which is the first name and which is the last name. To Python, this is all just one string. So how do we do that? How do we give it individual first name and last name, and then how do we combine them to make a full name? Well, let's take a look. So let me get rid of that, and we'll start off with first name. So that's our first variable, equals Tony. And our last name equals Staunton. Okay, so there we go. And later on in the lecture, we'll be talking about how to receive input from our users. But for now, we can just imagine that we have a piece of software, we have an interface on the web that is asked for our user's first name and last name. So suppose we are building a piece of software that needs to store the first and last names in separate variables like we have just here. That piece of software might then need to combine them to display your full name. So think of your signature in an email program. When you log in, it might say, hi Tony. It might welcome you back to the software. So how does that happen? How do we do that? Let's take a look. So when I send an email, it might auto-populate my first name in the opening signature. So print. So imagine this is in your email software program, and we open up our double quotes and we say hi. We leave a space and we close our double quotes. We then enter in the plus symbol and we enter in the variable first name. So there we go. What's going to happen there is that we are going to get the message hi and our first name. In this example, Tony. And what about if we were doing a more formal kind of email? Print. Then we open up our double quotes again. Dear. We leave that. We leave a space there. Close our double quotes. Use the plus symbol again. And we have last name. And I've actually just left out one small piece here. Dear Mr. And then a space. And our last name. And that's why it's a good idea to separate things such as names or anything that might be used as an individual piece of information or data in its own variable. So we've used first name and last name. So let's run this and see what happens. Okay, so down the bottom you have hi Tony and dear Mr. Staunton. So Python uses the plus symbol to combine strings with variables. We have just used the plus symbol to create our welcome message. Using the plus symbol to combine strings in Python is known as concatenation. Let's try another one. Print. First name and last name. So again, think of your email program and it might be it might be a welcome message with your full name. So hi Tony Staunton. And if we run this again, oh okay. So down the bottom here you can see the full name has been printed, but there's no space between our names. So where did the space go? The space character, like any other character, needs to be added in. So let's do that. So we have first name. Actually, let's just type a new line so we can do it again. Print. First name. Plus. So instead of just going straight to the last name, we want to add in a space. So again, we open and close with our double quotes, type in a space, and then add in our last name. So let's run that. And there we have it, Tony Staunton with a nice space. So going back to what we said at the start of this lecture, concatenation means to combine things. So in Python, you use it to combine strings or strings with variables to make complete sentences. So I hope all of that makes sense. If not, please don't hesitate to ask me in the Q&A section of this course. And if it does, keep going, try the activities, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.